The toes of the shoes are pointing outwards.
What is it?
There's an old saying, toes pointing out means sending someone off. Sending them away.
Look at the wall. Peeping Tom, don't you feel guilty at all?
Ah, the shoe. It moved on its own.
Don't panic, there's a mechanism. Look under the shoe.
There's something there. Threads. They're pulling it.
A clever mechanism. Look at the window, they're using that winch to move the threads. They're using the threads to make the shoe move.
Ah.
It's a phonograph.
The shoes are a trigger. The sound comes from the phonograph. But what about the writing on the wall?
Well, the ink is still fresh. It's not dry yet, but the handwriting doesn't look like it's done with a brush.
The color's not cinnabar, and it's definitely not blood. There's also a strange smell.
Forget it for now. At the very least, it proves one thing, this was all carefully planned. Our welcome party. Someone's trying to scare us off, or maybe test us. Should I go down first or together?
Together. Up here might not be safer than down there.
Is this the town's drainage channel?
Many old towns have them. This one's been abandoned for years. Look. There are footprints on the ground. Someone must have been here recently.
Looks like more than one person. Let's follow the footprints and see. Hey! Looks like there's a secret room ahead. Seems like there's more than one coin. The designs are different.
My grandpa mentioned something similar in another one of his journals, but I always thought it was just a legend.
What kind of description?
He said, undertakers isn't just a general term. They had specific roles, clear divisions of labor, and used different coins to distinguish themselves. This one should be the firemaker, responsible for crafting weapons. And this one should be the herb alchemist, skilled in herbs and minerals, making hallucinogens and poisons. And a formula that causes hallucinations. This one is the rarest of all. Is it called a shadow artisan or a punishment artisan, responsible for final judgment? They mimic the underworld's verdicts, creating fear without leaving external wounds.
So, Nether artisans aren't just one or two people, but a tightly organized ancient group. This seems like an unfinished complaint document. Or, maybe a record. Listen. Someone's coming, and not just one group. Let's go.
No, his expression is off. He was terrified just yesterday.
So peaceful, like he's been freed. There's none of the fear from yesterday. Come take a look. Doesn't this color and texture look like the dye used for that symbol we saw on the wall at the dye house?
It does, dark red. And still sticky.
He must have touched that wall before he died, or maybe touched the dye used to write on that wall.
Mr. Shun, bad news. Someone from a Lee family said old master Lee's condition suddenly worsened.
What happened?
He started rambling before dawn, much worse than before, constantly yelling about copper coins. And at the same time, he kept reaching into the air, like trying to grab something.
Let's go take a look.
Please, come in. Money life, copper coins, I'll give them all. Don't grab me. You too. I fear my master has lost his mind even more. He was fine last night, but after midnight, he suddenly became like this. Mention copper coins and atoning for sins.
May I take a look?
The master doesn't look well. I fear it might offend you both.
Maybe we can figure something out.
Take it. All yours. Spare my shadow. There's a shadow here, shadow. Sir, this is a guess.
He was acting really strange just now.
Manager Zhao is dead, and then Li Laokai lost his mind. Both incidents mentioned copper coins. Old debts and new repayments, all predetermined. It's easier to judge others than reflect on yourself. They've sent us a message.
They're warning us.
Does your family's journal mention anything about the standards for atonement, aside from recording the skills of the dark craftsman? Does it say how the dark craftsmen choose their targets? The weight of the sin determines the punishment. How do they decide on the scale?
As long as the temple exists, its spirit remains. If the spirit remains, order, destroy the temple, sever the root, crime deserves death.
By order, does it refer to the ancient city's order?
My great-grandfather once recorded a strange tale. Not about craft. It was about an event.
What's up?
Decades ago, a businessman from the provincial capital took interest in the land around the city god temple. He thought the temple was old and run down, a waste of prime real estate. He wanted to tear it down, build a 2-story shop for imports.
Tear down the temple.
The mayor and elders opposed it, citing angering the city god and ruining feng shui. But the wealthy businessman had connections and influence. He even got bulldozers ready. Picked a date to start construction. But on the eve of the construction, he suddenly dropped dead in the house he was temporarily renting.
How did he die?
They said it was a sudden illness. But the strange thing is, found with his right hand clenched tight, they couldn't pry it open. Inside, they found a worn copper coin. The incident caused widespread panic. The temple demolition was called off. The police investigated for a while back then. No evidence of foul play. Ruled sudden death from an acute condition. Back then, rumors spread in town that it was the city god's divine intervention. That's why he got what he deserved.
Outsider merchant dismantling city god's temple dies suddenly. Shopkeeper Zhao bullied the locals, left debts unpaid, and caused deaths. And this Li Lao Kai seized land unlawfully. These deeds seem different but all crossed an invisible line.
You mean?
The Yin craftsmen? They're more like guardians of this ancient town. They follow a shady ritual to guard what they believe is the order that keeps this ancient town alive.
If what you're saying is true, then isn't what we're doing right now challenging the order they're protecting?
Exactly. In just these few days, one's dead, one's gone mad. Who's next? Wang Lizi. Or us?
Reporter Shen, Boss Su, you've got to save me.
Someone gave me money to keep me quiet forever.
Who gave the money?
This. And this one here.
Where did these come from?
Last night, someone stuffed them through the gap in the door of my shabby place, all wrapped in red paper. At first, I thought the city god had blessed me and rewarded me. But then this morning, when I opened it, how could old money look this new? And there's a note inside too.
Take the money, leave Huayan, never come back, never mention it again. Or you'll end up just like manager Zhao.
Shopkeeper Zhao.
Reporter Shen, Boss Su, I just feel wronged. I only wanted justice. I never meant to take anyone's life.
This isn't money from the Ming craftsman. This money is counterfeit.
I just wanted justice. Reporter Shen, you have to help me. I can't even go back home now. I feel watched.
I'll help you, but you have to tell the truth. Besides filing the complaint, what else have you seen? What have you heard? After shopkeeper Zhao's death, did anyone come looking for you? What did I tell you?
Nothing. You said I'm just a broke loser. Who'd want me? Wait, hold on. I just remembered. The night before Zhao got into trouble, I saw a shadow by the back wall of the Zhao house. Not too tall. Wearing dark clothes, couldn't see the face. I even thought it was a thief at the time.
Besides the person dropping off money, nothing suspicious?
No, none. Really, nothing else, Reporter Shen. I mean. Can I even keep this money? Can I still have it?
Take the money with you for now. Leave the medicine and everything else. Stay hidden for a few days. Find a discreet, trustworthy person, and stay with them. Avoid showing your face.
Got it, got it. Thank you, Reporter Shen.
That Wang Lizi's just bait. The guy who gave him the money never left. He's been watching him the whole time. Let's see if he's willing to walk away.
So, you're planning to use Wang Lizi to lure out the one giving him money?
I'm after the source behind this copper coin. As for this medicine, is there anyone in town who knows the formula for it?
Jisher Hall on Front Street.
Shopkeeper Chen.
Can you match this? Well,
The mute pharmacist seems to be paying a visit tonight. To shopkeeper Chen. It's all nerve-paralyzing hallucinogens. This is basically a factory for making magic incense. A factory for making nightmare incense.
Who's there?
Haven't seen this book before. It's not from the shop. In 1948, Butcher Zhang from Zhendong killed too many animals cruelly. He disturbed the neighbors and one night drowned in his own pig pen. In 1952, peddler Chen spread rumors, causing panic among villagers. He suddenly died of illness on the road. In 1976, Mason Lu cut corners, causing the ancestral hall to collapse. He fell off a cliff. Zhao Degue refused to repay debts. He drove someone to death and died under the punishment of drowning in a well. This is the record book of judgments executed by the underworld craftsmen over the decades. Who on earth left this here? Look, someone just dropped this off with me.
This isn't a group for settling personal vendettas. Look at these charges: torture, disturbing the peace, spreading rumors, cutting corners, oppressing neighbors. All of it disrupts local harmony, ruins the community's spirit.
So you're saying they're purging those they see as troublemakers, based on their own standards?
A self-proclaimed enforcer, running a decades-long trial scheme. An underground organization, using secret notices as a cover, dividing tasks among medicine makers, fire starters, and shadows. All to create the illusion of divine punishment.
So our current investigation
is digging up the roots of this system. We're proving all those divine punishments were man-made. You've ruined the mystery they relied on. That's why their reactions are getting more intense. From warnings to threats, and now, directly sending the account book to you.
Who? Who is it?
That old man from Jishirtang. Handwriting, smell of medicine. He's warning us.
If he could act directly, why just send a note?
Something's happened.
Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Chen's eternal hypocrisy deserves punishment. 7 days deadline.
Boss Chen accused Boss Chen of shady deeds.
No way. Boss Chen is such a good man. Builds bridges, roads just 2 years ago. He led the donation to restore the city god.
Yeah.
But the accusation says hypocrisy. Could Boss Chen actually have a problem?
Alright, disperse. It's just a prank. Everyone go home.
This is the guy you mentioned, the one leading the restoration of the city god temple.
One of the most respected people in town.
Oh wow.
Boss Chen is really furious. Let's go.
How could he be accused secretly?
This statement checks out. The blood fingerprint matches too. But the content is too vague. Hypocrisy is a moral judgment. It's not like Manager Zhao or Old Li's actual crimes.
No named victim. Unusual. Normally, even hidden grievances are listed. Have some sort of clue or trail.
Things are shifting. The goal of the underworld craftsman has moved from targeting overt villains like shopkeeper Zhao to someone like Chen Yongnian. These subtle suspicions.
Are they expanding their rules?
There might be internal discord. We need to find out what exactly is hidden beneath Chen Yongnian's false virtue. This could very well be the true core of the underworld craftsman.
Looks like tomorrow, I'll need to find a way to meet with Boss Chen. Let's go.
The target has changed, and so have the rules. This means the one in charge of the rules might have a problem.
Settling old scores, crossed boundaries, pharmacist's warning. Might mean just that.
No, there's more. Time's tight now. Boss Chen only has 7 days. We need to figure out 2 things before they act. The first, what secret is Boss Chen hiding? And the second, how do the underworld makers meet up? How do they decide the next target?
These markings don't look like writing. Give me some time, I'll check the notes and old documents. Maybe I can figure out their way and place of contact.
Alright, you crack the code and track their hideout. I'll keep a close eye on Chen Yongnian. He's a sitting duck, and the more scared he gets, the more mistakes he'll make. Finally found you. Next time, you won't escape. Were the men in black delivering a message or confirming their prey? Chen Yongnian, what exactly were you doing in there?
"30 years ago, this debt was bound to be repaid.
Are you here to deliver this copper coin?
I see. Mr. Wu, I owe you an apology. But back then, I had no choice. You pawned the deed yourself, and the debt was yours to begin with. I merely went along with the flow. I never meant to take your life.
The businessman who wanted to tear down the temple 30 years ago but died suddenly. Chen Yongnian had something to do with it.
Yes, I took that money and used it to fix the temple and build my reputation. For 30 years, I haven't had a single peaceful night. I've built bridges, paved roads, and made offerings, all to set my mind at rest. I just want to make things better. What do you want me to do? Die like Zhao de Gui in vain or go insane like Old Li? Say something. I'll take this coin. I'll repay this debt with my life. Is that enough? I just beg. Please don't involve my family.
So, not entirely innocent. The underworld craftsmen are settling 30-year-old debts. As expected, their enforcement has started to go way back. Who's next in this escalation?
Who? You're back just in time. I think I found it. Look. These symbols alone seem like gibberish, but if you follow the time, pattern, and direction, and connect them together, they don't look like words. They look more like simple terrain markers. See, this one looks like a mountain. This one indicates an abandoned building. This one shows a hidden road. Now, put it on the old town's map. Look.
What's this?
It's the secret passage from last time. There's more we haven't explored yet.
The gathering place of the shadow craftsmen, in the drainage system.
The most dangerous place, also the safest.
Let's head over now.
Now.
Yes, there's new intel on Chen Yongnian's side. They're moving fast, we have to get there before them.
Oh, got it. Let's go. Their stage for simulating underworld judgment. The Fire Master handles props, the Shadow Master designs the process.
Oh, there's more.
Over there too.
Look at this. Chen Yongnian's notes. Started in the late years.
It's Chen Yongnian's diary from when he was young.
Boss Wu came from the provincial city, preparing to tear down the Qinghuang temple to build shops. This move sparked controversy. However, the promised profits were quite tempting, but a local person was needed to take the lead. To appease the public's opinion, housekeeper Lu secretly struck a deal, promising 3 acres of farmland behind the temple after the job was done. And a sum of cash.
He went along with it.
Old Chen, the temple keeper, had a fiery temper and swore he'd stand with the temple until the end. His family's craft was tied to temple restorations, earning him the nickname Master Chen. Boss Wu saw him as an obstacle and dealt with him. I felt uneasy, but the lure of profit made me consent.
Merchant Wu and Chen Yongnian conspired to tear down the temple. Temple keeper Chen opposed it. Merchant Wu silenced, but soon met untimely death. Chen Yongnian used blood-stained profit to restore the temple and do charity. And so the story goes. Trying to atone.
Qin Zhang's death is the root of this. They're not just protecting order. They want revenge for their kin. And they want it paid back with interest.
The 7th night, at midnight. Which is tomorrow night. They don't want to use traps or poisons. They want to use this journal. To make Chen Yongnian break down in public.
"7 days, 7th day. The time has come. Ah, Master Chen. Ah. Hypocrite. Boss Wu has nothing to do with me. Nothing. Give me back my life. Lying hypocrite. The coins, I admit it, I admit everything. Stop haunting me, I'll confess, I'll go. I'll confess in front of the city god. I'm guilty, I killed Master Chen. I took Boss Wu's money. I'm a hypocrite, I'm not human. I'm a hypocrite, I'm not worthy. O great city god above, I, Chen Yongnian, deserve 1,000 deaths. 30 years ago, blinded by greed, I colluded with a merchant surnamed Wu. We forced Master Chen to his death, stole his wealth, and pretended righteousness to restore the temple. Deceiving the world until now. I've sinned deeply. Justice won't allow it. May the city god judge. I beg Master Chen's vengeful spirit to rest. I've confessed everything. I admit it all.
Now, it's our turn. It's time to meet this so-called master.
Chen Yongnian is completely ruined. He's worse off than death.
But now, we have a crucial card to play.
While sorting Grandpa's belongings, I found a group photo. The background's blurry, but it seems to show the flying eaves of the city god temple. There are people in it.
What's going on inside? Who's there?
I couldn't see. The photo's damaged. I need time to fix it.
Alright, you focus on the photo. I'll check on Chen Yongnian before things fall apart. Anything unusual with the Chen family?
It really is great-grandpa. Why was he with these people? Blueprints. A temple. The mechanism diagram from the notes. Could great-grandpa have been more than just a recorder? What kind of secret is the Su family hiding? Why do I know nothing about it? Dry weather, watch out for fire.
Miss Sue. This is.
It was at the doorstep when I opened the door this morning. Not delivered by the postman.
Zhao shopkeeper's outfit before death. You've seen it.
Something smells off. It's like it's been burned by something.
This is a hallucinogen. It shares compounds as the ashes we found before, but the concentration is higher, and it's mixed with other substances. It makes the effect last longer. Easier to absorb through skin. Or by breathing it in.
The truth is poison, dare you take it? They're delivering the evidence right to us.
Before Mr. Zhao died, this outfit must have been soaked in high-concentration hallucinogenic smoke for a long time. Ghost sightings and sleep paralysis are hallucinations and loss of control from drugs.
So, what's your plan?
Looks like we not only have to take the poison, but also treat it as the cure. The apothecary's clinic. We need to pay them another visit. Chen Yongyan is unconscious, being rushed to the hospital. A new dosage of poison has arrived. Right after Chen Yongyan. Who will be next? In the ledger. Time for a new name. Something from 30 years ago. 3 key people. Wu Shang is dead. Temple keeper Qin Xiang was the other one. Is mentioned in the diary, called Wu Butler, the middleman.
This ledger lists all the judged individuals. Underworld craftsman seeks revenge for Qin Jiang, settle old scores. Then Wu Shang is gone, and Chen Yongyan's fallen. The rest. It's him.
Lu Stewart knows. He must have many secrets. Might even be. Executed Qin Jiang and silenced him. Chen Yongyan only dared to use a code name in his diary. The person who died had high status. He didn't dare mention the name.
The notes left by my great-grandfather seem to mention that back then, the mayor had a very capable steward. His surname was Lu, resourceful and facilitated a deal when the Wu merchant came to town.
The mayor's house butler. And then?
Well, Lu was clever and good at business. Later, he gained the support of a benefactor. He entered office and became the mayor of this town. The rest is too blurry to read. 5 years ago, he resigned after a stroke and moved to the provincial capital to recover. He keeps a low profile.
Looks like. We need to find him before they do. That way, not only can we prove our theory, but also dig more details about the Undertaker, even his entire plan.
You need to head to the provincial capital. The big one.
You have to go, and fast. The Undertaker only gave Chen Yongyan 7 days. The time they give Lu Songyan probably won't be much longer. At this point, let's focus on the ledger. Chen Yongyan's connections. Dig for clues. Stay alert. Don't alarm the mute herbalist.
Rinji Sanatorium, room 306. Lu Songyan is there.
That's enough. Mayor Lu alone knows the truth. Find him before he talks. I'll contact you when I get there.
All right. Old debts are cleared. A new game is set. Trapped in the mire. Turn back for salvation. The number you dialed is currently unreachable.
Where is Mr. Lu Songyan?
Hello, who are you?
I'm his distant nephew. How's he doing right now?
He passed away peacefully in his sleep early this morning. The immediate family came this morning and took the body.
That thing is.
Maybe it meant something to the old man. It was probably left behind when the family came. You can take it and give it to them.
Alright, thanks. I'll take my leave then.
Hey, Shinamo, a name really appeared in the ledger. It showed up on its own.
Mayor Lu has passed. He died in his sleep, with a shadow coin placed by his pillow.
They beat us to it.
There's a 7 etched on the coin's back.
It's the deadline he gave you.
Trial notice. The Night Watch resolved old debts. Now. It's my turn. Examine that ledger. Aside from that sentence, is there anything else different?
The tribunal.
The location's already set. Looks like they even prepared a venue for me.
You going?
We've come this far in the game. If I don't go, how will I know their next move? Let's wait first. Underworld craftsman at work, Zhao shopkeeper in bed, Li Laokai in yard, Chen Yongyan at city god temple. And Chief Lu in the hospital room. Each location is carefully chosen, fitting their crimes and retribution. As for me, they mentioned the courtroom. They were well prepared.
In a public place. How could they know your past? You've been in town a short time.
If Nethercraft really is an underground organization that's existed for decades and infiltrated all trades, tracking down an outsider journalist wouldn't be too hard. Besides, my past isn't exactly untraceable.
When you brought it up, I started thinking. If Nethercraft does have a fixed place for gatherings or executions, it must be really hidden. It also needs space and atmosphere. Shaji mentioned craftsmanship. And casually mentioned a few off-limits places. Here. An ancient. Leftover government office.
An old government office.
Handled local security and caught thieves. But it was abandoned in the early Republic era. Bandits, then ghosts, no one went near for decades. The kids in town wouldn't play there.
The ruined courthouse and the trial hall are secluded, spacious, and the history ties it to law. The ghost rumors add a cover. It's too perfect.
You really plan to go?
They paved the way for me, how can I not? They'll invite me anyway. Why not take the initiative and check out the site in advance?
Okay, I'll go with you.
I'll go alone, it could be dangerous.
This was never just your business from the start. Besides, I'm a local. I know this place better than you. This is the place.
Too quiet. An important base should show signs of life. There should be traces of people living here. Let's move. Let's go in and check. Someone's been walking here, and it's more than one person. Let's go. Take a look inside.
This is for you.
What's wrong?
Staring at these mirrors for too long can make you dizzy and hallucinate.
Similar to components in hallucinogenic incense ash, but milder. Released through these vents. These lights and shadows, staying here too long. No physical it can still drive someone insane. Everything here, traps. Lights and shadows. Drugs. And even this symbol. It's all designed to break someone's mental defenses. Since they worked hard to set this stage. And even slipped the invitation under my pillow. The stage is set. I'll step up and observe how this play unfolds. How exactly will it be performed? Who? Finally, you've arrived. Charge against Chen for spying on secrets of life and death. Under the guise of gathering folklore, you trespass and pry, invading forbidden grounds of the underworld. You repeatedly break through barriers between realms. You bring along a cursed girl, disrupting the order of the ancient town. You lure creditors to death, leaving souls restless. Your actions warrant judgment.
The ominous girl. They even included me.
As per ancient rules, you must go alone by midnight tomorrow. To the old patrol office. If you fear and don't show up, or bring outsiders or weapons, it will be seen as breaking the pact. By then, not just you, but all related to you, will be added to the ghost register, bringing disaster to your kin.
Don't go. It's clearly a trap.
I have to go. If I don't, always on the defensive, strike whenever they want. Maybe, if I go, at least I'll see who our opponent is, and find out what they really want from me. Smart move. Shinimo, remember, go alone at midnight. Take your evidence of guilt. Seems like the lights are part of a prep.
What do they want you to prepare for?
Prepare for the role of the accused. Isolation, fear, surveillance. Bear thy guilt. Convenience isn't the goal. It's confession.
What guilt? Because you dug into them.
No. The charge says, instigated a creditor's death, just a label. Peeping into privacy. Maybe there's more to it. It reminds me of my early days as a journalist. Some matters were poorly handled, 4 years ago, right? In the neighboring province, doing a feature on ethnic customs about sacred village trees. The isolated village believed the ancient tree was sacred, and would bury deceased children beneath it, to get photos and information. I hid part of my intentions. I convinced an elder who had just lost his grandson to speak up.
And then?
Then the report was published. It sparked discussion. Some went to the village seeking adventure. The elder was accused by villagers of leaking ancestral secrets and passing away from stress. Although the cause of death was illness, I feel like my report was the final straw.
The undertakers are referring to this. How would they even know?
If they could dig up my background, they could uncover all my reports. If they wanted to find something to break me down, this would be perfect. It's always been a burden on my mind.
I need to do something too, about my family. There must be more than just this notebook. Grandpa left behind. If my family is connected to the dark craftsman, there must be something in here that proves who they are now.
Looks like I'll have to figure this out myself. Did you find anything?
I'm looking for anything that proves my family is connected to the famous craftsman. If it's just a recorder, there's no need to hide it so well. This isn't an ordinary book seal. Reason. Misconduct evidence, disruption degree, craftsman's discussion result. Approval, execution follows.
This is the approval process form. Approval, grandfatherly may not be a bystander. He might. Decides if craftsmen act, the arbitrator.
The arbitrator, my great-grandfather. How is that even possible?
Look here. Generals may have their roles, but they need a core person to determine if the evidence is solid. To see if it violates order. Approval matters. Your great-grandfather was likely a judge for underworld generals.
So that notebook. It's not just curious note, part of his work. All mechanism drawings in it. The potion and symbol diagrams, it's the knowledge needed, right?
Right. He might even be in charge of some trial records. And the artisan contracts? No wonder. That ledger could appear in your house without a trace. They probably thought it should have been kept by their descendants. Under safekeep.
I thought my family just knew some. I never expected we were part of those deciding others' life and death. One of the participants.
The blood pact remains. The Sioux clan descendant bears this duty. Do you have the right to observe this judgment? They're not just judging me, but also deciding if you have the right to be here. Sleep paralysis. Here we go again. Medication. Or
Reporter Chen. You said you wouldn't post the photo. You said you were just asking. Now the whole village knows. I can't show my face anymore.
It was him. He really used this.
Reporter Chen, my grandson is freezing under the tree. The villagers are all gossiping about me.
Not like that. Wanted to document it.
Document, you use pain for this. Trade your reputation. I'm dead.
Can you sleep? You're not Grandpa Lee. Grandpa Lee wouldn't say, trade reputation. He's just a purely heartbroken man.
You guys.
You don't understand.
Shinamo. Are you okay? I heard some strange noises inside. Shinamo. Why look so pale? What happened to you?
They made me see. The person I least wanted to see. Well, that's perfect. It means they've got no new tricks, just the same old games with the dead. Here I am, playing by your rules. Alone. Unarmed night watchman, come out. Let me see. Who's here to judge me?
Shinamo.
A seeker of secrets in the mortal world.
Since you've arrived, the trial begins.
In the name of truth.
You act in defiance.
You lured a grieving old man for sensational news.
Oldly spills the truth.
Secrets of village burials, a promise.
To keep their name hidden. To protect their peace.
I admit. My report was indeed careless. It caused harm to Grandpa Lee again. This was a failing as journalist. I never tried to evade it.
Mistake.
Downplayed. Your pursuit of
Cuts like a blade to the heart. Do you know?
After your article with Li Laozhen published. He became depressed within 3 months. Stopped speaking to anyone. Passed away from organ failure. The blame from the villagers.
The complaints from descendants.
All arise from secrets revealed in your writing. Chasing the truth became a death sentence. Mr. Lee's death was due to prolonged illness. Report held responsibility, but you twisted words. Pinning Mr. Lee's suffering in his later years on me, isn't it just to plant a seed of guilt in my heart? Same tactic used against Mr. Chen. Exactly the same.
Excuses. Shinamo.
You've already condemned yourself inside.
Otherwise, why?
What harm could it do? You're not the one who wielded the blade directly, but your pen guided the public's gaze as the weapon.
Public opinion became poison, taking lives and disrupting human connections. The guilt remains the same. Do you admit to this guilt?
This guilt. I own responsibility, but not betrayal. My conscience will judge my mistakes. And the industry standards, not you sneaky pretenders. Abusing power, toying with humanity, underground vigilante group ruling.
Stubborn and unyielding. Seems words aren't enough to cleanse your sins. Then see it for yourself.
Enough. Stop these pointless tactics. Projector. Hidden surround speakers. And this. No clue which vent it came through. The spice that amplifies negative emotions. How much did you spend building this courtroom? How many psychology studies did you do? How long did you research stage effects? Look. Can't get perfect screen synchronization. You all. Hiding behind technology. Spying on others' privacy, digging into their pain. Then carefully crafting scenarios and words. To endlessly magnify their inner fears. Criminals.
Spewing lie.
We act as agents of divine punishment.
Eradicate.
Eradicate what? Using hallucinogens to induce sleep paralysis, killing shopkeeper Zhao, using a 30-year-old journal. To drive boss Chen insane. Now. You're using my career regrets to attack me. Using Lee's tragedy. Using my empathy. And guilt. What you're doing. It's no different from accusing me of indirect harm as a merchant. No. What you're doing is worse. You're deliberate, premeditated murderers. You keep saying. Protect the order. But what you're doing now? Which of these actions align with the law or morality? If Old Lee knew from the afterlife. He wouldn't approve of you using his story for such disgraceful acts. The screen flickers slightly due to interference, you. The one controlling all of this, you must be nearby. This projector requires real-time adjustments. When I was speaking just now, I noticed the lens in the top right had a delay. Night watch. You're here, aren't you? Trying to run. You can't escape. Stop right there.
Shenmo's interference device is activated. It lasted less than a minute. How's it going on your side?
Are you alright? He got away. This guy's pretty quick. And very alert. But he dropped something. A strange-looking ring.
With a dragon pattern. And a tiger pattern. This kind of craftsmanship, I've seen it in my great-grandfather's notes. Take a look at this. Can't see the details clearly. But people standing with great-grandpa are probably ghost craftsmen. Look at what he's wearing on his hand.
Looks like it. The craftsman next to him is
mentioned in the notes. A master with the surname Chen, skilled at firearm mechanisms, forging locks for torture devices. Everyone calls him Master Chen. The dragon and tiger on the ring. That's Master Chen's token.
When the night watchman fled, he dropped it. It could very well be Master Chen's ring relic.
He might be Master Chen. But that's impossible. He's from great-grandfather's generation. He's been gone for a long time.
So, he's a descendant of Chen the craftsman. This ring is very important to him. That's why he keeps it with him at all times. Wu Shang died suddenly 30 years ago. Now, 30 years later, Chen Yongnian, who was linked to the temple demolition back then, Lu Songnian, are being taken down one after we previously deduced. The dark craftsman might be avenging the Chen craftsman who guarded the temple earlier and was silenced.
Take a look at this email.
Give it a listen. It's inevitable. The Su family. Seeing is believing. The scribe. Is it truly just recording? Your family collection. Only this photo.
Shinamo. About my family. About my great-grandfather. I should tell you more. Originally, I wanted to know if my great-grandfather was aware, but that restored photo and this email, they all say they know much more than imagined. I can't hide it anymore, especially from you. These backups, indexes for craft agreements. Craft agreements are unwritten rules among the undead craftsmen, detailing everyone's responsibilities, a contract for permissions and skill essentials. Each department has a corresponding contract and token. These could be older tokens.
Your family keeps these.
And handling the records. This wooden plaque. Key unlocks specific storage spots on it. It's the family code. My great-grandfather, he really was a scribe in the underworld craftsman system. That photo proves it. Standing among craftsmen, holding a notebook and pen.
So, those nameless ledgers, showing up mysteriously in your shop is a kind of archiving. They're reminding you to fulfill the duty of a judge's descendant.
No idea what they were thinking. Maybe father knows more.
Your father.
My father. Since I was little. He sometimes gets lost in over old relics. But never said anything. About 10 years ago. He said he was reconnecting with old ties. Then. He never returned. Sent 2 letters, no return address. The letters only said, what's done is done. Don't search, don't dwell. After that. Not even a letter anymore.
So you think your father's disappearance is tied to the dark craftsman?
I never dared to think so. Now it seems likely. Maybe he just wanted to escape the family curse, or maybe he got caught up in it. I'm sorry, Shinamo, I should have told you sooner. And now you've been dragged into this too.
You say this is the key. The verdict archives might still be elsewhere.
They should still exist. Hints from great-grandfather's notes. Verdict and contract stored separately. It takes a judge's blood relative and matching key for access. Father might know the location. Or, hidden in the key on a wooden plaque.
These verdict records. If we can get it, we can completely uncover the veil of the dark artist. We could find clues about your father's or even learn the Night Watcher's entire plan.
You want to decode the clues on this wooden disc to find the judgment record.
Not just that. I need to crack their communication codes. And also, any possible lists. This wooden plaque, key to the counterattack. Su Qinghe, are you willing to join me and turn these secrets into a sharp blade against them?
Of course, a debt my family owes. I must repay. I need to investigate the truth myself.
This ring. It doesn't seem like just an heirloom.
Was it just my imagination? Or some kind of sensation?
Maybe there's a special structure inside, but that doesn't matter now. Let's not overthink it. For now, let's set it as our priority right now. Decode the code first.
Not sure yet. But we're on the right track.
Let's take a break. You've done great. Without you. Family keys. We wouldn't find the door.
You too. Without you. I might not have the courage to open this metal box.
Careful. It seems someone's not happy with us decoding this. Someone's been watching us work.
The ancient blend with the crowd. Shadows of bamboo surround the deserted bod. Refers to a bamboo craft in town. The master who weaves bamboo.
This might be referring to the fire Chen the craftsman was killed in. The bamboo craftsman. The bamboo craftsman knows the
An old bamboo craftsman is in town. He lives at the far west, but he's quite old now. Not very mobile. Hardly anyone visits him, but his skills are famous.
What's her family name? He and craftsman Chen. What's their connection?
Everyone calls him Bamboo Crutch Old Chen. Chen the basket maker. Yeah. I think his last name is Chen, since he's a master weaver. And he's missing a leg. People only remember his skills and his last name. Real name. Nobody remembers it anymore.
Could it be
He is
a descendant of Chen the craftsman? If Chen the craftsman guarded the temple, was murdered, and his descendant escaped, harboring deep hatred, inheriting the family's craft sounds possible. He hides his true identity, which fits the idea of living in even matches the scarred body.
But if he's a night watcher, why send us a message this way? This note feels like a clue.
We'll know once we check it out, but be extra careful. Whether he's a game changer or seeking revenge, he's dangerous either way.
Let's go now.
Since he's using this way to send us a message, we need to act before anyone else. It seems someone is helping us.
Let's go. Time to meet this old bamboo craftsman.
Mr. Chen, the door's unlocked. It's open for anyone to come in. Have a seat. There's a chair over there.
Grandpa Chen. It's us.
You're here for that arrow. And that piece of paper, right? The Su family's girl. You've grown so much. Your great-grandfather, Mr. Su, his handwriting back then, it was steady as ever.
Master Chen. I'll just say it straight. You and the Chen craftsman of that year. What is the relationship?
He is my uncle. My name is Chen Hai, youngest. My leg. That night 30 years ago. Running too slow. Brought by Boss Wu, the people here to tear down the temple used iron rods to break. My uncle. He refused, said it was ancestral property. The very root of the village. Boss Wu found him in the way, so he tried talking first. But when that didn't work, they used force. Steward Liu just as stood there watching, didn't even try to stop them. Instead, handed them a cigarette. Chen Yongnian took money and land deeds from Boss Wu. My uncle didn't make it through the night. hidden back hall behind firewood stack. Watched them drag him away. They thought the Chen family had no one left. I hobbled out of the town and survived.
That Wu merchant's sudden death.
It was my doing. It was me. I added something to my uncle's craft. That copper coin, it was me who slipped it into his hand. I wanted to make sure the whole town knew. Touch Chen's family. Touch the temple. This is the consequence.
So, later, all those people
Were sent by me. They deserved to die.
Reorganized the nethercraft.
I did it alone. Can't do that much. I found some people, taught them a bit, set some rules. We're not killers. Just want those wicked ones to know, above them, there's not just the law but consequences. Make those who want to become Wu merchants later think twice.
That's what you meant. Stopping new Wu merchants.
Ancient town can't turn into a place that only cares about money. Your great-grandfather was a wise man. Back then, he approved the records and even advised my uncle some things. You endure if you can, but a blood feud? How could you? Later, your dad came looking for me too. He wanted to know everything, to stop me, but once a path is taken, no turning back now.
You're looking for someone who's the highest ranked among the dark craftsmen, except for you.
Get down! He can't wait any longer. He's coming to handle it himself. Him.
Who's so impatient?
I brought the wolf in about 5 years ago. I'm getting old. Some jobs can't be done alone. Need someone to help. But these days, trustworthy young folks. Where are they? That's when he came to me.
Mr. Liu.
How did you know?
The note said new candle. New sounds like it means continuity. Probably referring to the
Ryo Seung-yeon. He claims to be a geomancer. Knows a bit about medicine and knows even more about how to move people's hearts. He says he's also from this town. His ancestors were wrongfully accused. He despises the current greedy atmosphere in town. He said he admires what I'm doing and wants to help using his methods to make retribution more efficient.
You let him join.
He talked a good game. And honestly, used some unconventional tricks to make people paranoid. Back then, I thought he was talented. A perfect way to scare those wicked folks. Let him handle the persuasion and self-reflection.
It's about creating a spooky vibe.
At first it was fine. Everything followed the rules. Only targeted specific preset objectives. But then getting more and more unsatisfied. He said my rules. Too slow. Too soft. He said the old town is sick. Just punishing a few villains isn't enough. It needs cleansing. Everything. Unclean. Must be purified.
How he defines impure.
In his eyes, taking petty advantages is impure. Talking behind someone's back is impure. Doing business with trickery is impure. Even those who want to change the old town's look are impure. What he wants is a complete return to the past, a time where everyone obeys only him. A pure and untouched ancient town.
A madman.
I argued with him, said we couldn't kill indiscriminately. He said I'd lost my mind. Blinded by hatred. Forgotten our cause. And with that, we fell out.
You suspect Mayor Liu was killed by Mr. Liu to seize control of the Mortician Guild?
All his doing. He's gathered radicals who think I'm soft. Now that he's grown stronger, he sees me as an obstacle. I'm in his way now. Reporter Chen. So-yeon. I was wrong. I wanted revenge. I wanted to protect the ancient town, but I didn't expect to bring in an even fiercer wolf. You all must stop him.
Stop him? How do we stop him? Who's the next target?
I have no idea. Whose name is written specifically? Anyone standing in the way of his so-called purification won't escape. The first must be those trying to change the old town's look. This is the only thing I can do. While these old bones still have some strength left,
Lin Wan, the owner of Yulai Guest House, proposed attracting tourists, ruining the traditional vibe. Zhou Ming, culture station officer of the town, suggest renovating near the old street. Grandma's son, renting out old house for cafe. There are a few more names written at the back. Business failed. Snakes disturbing the neighbors.
Lu Cheng'en's purification list. The above charges. They are destroying the ancient town's appearance. There are also some people of questionable character.
In his eyes, these were all unclean. Me and him. It's because of this list falling apart. I think some people don't deserve to die. Even what they did wasn't wrong. The town needs life. It can't be just stagnant water. But he says I betrayed my principles. Even when one stood up for the new merchants of Wu.
Lin Wan running the guest house. She's the first target.
Lu Jing'an believes she's erased the one who brought trouble home. Young people. They just love those new ideas of hers. The house has changed. Tourists. There are more of them. Noisier and more trouble too. The filthiest ones will definitely target her first. Make an example out of her. Hurry, go. Cut through the bamboo grove in the backyard. Someone's coming. It must be him sending people to spy on me. Getting cornered here would be trouble. Careful. He's better than you think at making people walk straight into their own demise.
Lu Cheng'en's redemption journey begins. Lin Wan, young and capable, in Crazy Lu's eyes, she's the #1 target.
So, what do we do? Tell Lin Wan to be careful. Leave the town for a few days.
Warn her. But not just to hide. We need to protect her, but we also need to draw them.
Draw them out. Using Lin Wan as bait is too risky.
We'll take the initiative. Wait for Lu Cheng'en to send some. Since he dared to make Lin Wan his he's likely to act fast. Approach Lin Wan before they do. As soon as they make a move, catch them red-handed. Follow the clues. Track down Lu Cheng'en.
So, can Lin Wan cooperate?
Tell what the old craftsman said, and show her the list. Explain what happened before. She's smart. She wants business here. Eliminate toxic roots here. Time's running out. Head to Ulin. One more thing. Contact local young people and ensure discretion. They should know a bit about electronic devices. We might need their help. Lu Cheng'en. Starting the path of purification. Setting the stage now. Dare to step up and perform. It's late, the snake may be out of its hole. Watching the target.
Drink some water.
Thanks.
Reporter Shen.
Sister Sue.
Are you sure? He's coming tonight?
Not sure. But if it were me. Choose when target's most nervous. Relaxing first day. Yu Sung-un enjoys psychological pressure to create an illusion of unavoidable fate.
Surveillance angles are normal. Normal. Infrared sensors cover walls and windows. The air composition detector is ready.
That sound wave you mentioned. Can it cause auditory hallucinations? This place is haunted.
Low frequencies affect the vestibular system and nerves. Throw in some visual cues. Easy to make people feel like they've been cursed. That's how they turned your guest house into a haunted house.
Not good. Something's happening.
Keep an eye near the circuit box and the main beam. Stay in the room. Shut the door tight no matter what you hear. Don't come out.
Hey, Shinema.
He's heading for the backyard.
I see him. He's running to West Street. Wearing dark clothes.
I'll go after him. You take care of Lin Wan. Call the police.
Shinemo, be careful. More than one person. I saw someone else earlier.
Shenjun. As sharp as ever. You broke my little trick. But can you see the whole picture? Does one hint reveal it all? You're closing in step by step. Trapped in the web of karma.
No way out.
The town's deep-rooted woes are beyond your resolving. In 7 days, the town's centennial celebration. Crowds will gather. Energy at its peak. The perfect time to shake everything. Then I shall deliver.
The ultimate judgment.
Purging the filth. Restoring order. Target behind you. Support development, ruin the traditional culture's nouveau riche. Awaiting your arrival. Witness the rebirth together. Looks like Lu Cheng'en plans to not only keep targeting individuals. Stage an event at the centennial commemoration. 'Cause a public scene. Xin He. Found a hideout for you, Sung-un. Plans have changed. The situation's worse than we thought. Target is the mayor. The deadline? 7 days later, the centennial celebration. He's planning something public.
During the celebration, the town will be there. Insane. And, guy watching scene outside and earlier.
We don't care how many people he has. Root him out before the celebration. Completely. Xinghe. We need more people now. To figure out exactly what he's planning for and how he's going to do it. 7 days. Dismantle stage set for celebration. Completely dismantle it.
Look at this bamboo. Isn't it a bit too thick? And the color is different from the others.
Bamboo is hollow inside. Something's hidden in there. There's a wired connection. Could be a modified sound device.
Grandpa Chen.
The main speaker's wiring. Something's been tampered with. Extra wires were hidden in the floor seams. You guys head to the crowded viewing area. The stage backdrop has a hidden layer.
If you touch it,
You'll feel hard spots.
He's planning to use the festival lights and sound system as cover to connect his own devices.
When the time comes, as the music plays, and the lights shift, no one will notice the noise or the odd lights.
But that's
Exactly what causes the collective illusion in the crowd.
dismantle or disable these devices before they activate. We can't alert them. We must inform the mayor. There are other targets. Warn them to stay vigilant. But keep it quiet. Don't cause panic. Get Lu Cheng'en to change plans.
This is all my doing. I'll handle it. The rat path on the side roof. I know the place. I'll go watch him there tomorrow.
It's dangerous, Grandpa Chen.
This old life of mine should have joined my older brother long ago. If I can stop that madman, it's worth it.
Oh, there might be a stray cat outside. I'll go check.
Be careful.
Who?
Xinghe. Xinghe. Su Xinghe.
Look this way.
Shenjun. Debts must be settled. Third watch, midnight, by the Yin well at the city god temple. Go alone to the meeting. Bring gathered evidence for trade. If anyone else shows up, Su's daughter. She will become the first offering. For the purification of the old town.
You can't go. This is a trap to take your life. And the evidence in your hands. He chose the yin well. It's where he feels most confident. It's definitely full of traps.
I know it's a trap. But he took Xinghe.
You're really going alone? That's suicide! He's using Su as a hostage. If you go, neither of you will make it back.
Precisely because it's a trap, Lu Cheng'en will lower guard. He thinks it's in the bag. Xinghe is in his hands. If I go, his only chance at survival. Plus, I don't plan to hand over the real evidence to him. This forces him to show his true self face to face. It's the only way to settle everything.
What's your plan?
Stay outside as backup. Yu Sung-un likely has spies across the area. Head town, find local police. Tell them about the situation. Ensure they don't get close to the temple. Stay on the perimeter, wait for my signal. If I lose, or let's say, I don't come out timely, keep pressing the attack.
All right. Be careful. Around the well. He's definitely set up traps everywhere. Wait, Take this. This thing might throw him off a bit.
It's time to end this.
You're quite punctual, reporter Chen. Did you bring the stuff?
It's right here. Let her go.
Not so fast.
Reporter Chen, you've been following this through.
Do you know why I'm doing this?
To take over the ancient town, turning into your personal antique specimen.
No. It's to save it. Look at this ancient town.
It still looks charming on the surface.
But deep down, it's been tainted by greed, invaded by foreign influences, tourists yelling, merchants scheming. Young people chase vanity, forget roots. This calls for a complete cleansing. Only the deepest fear can make them remember what respect means, what rules mean. Let this old town return to pure order.
With drugs. With traps. Using illusions. To create fear.
And slaughter the innocent.
This is what you call salvation. Madman.
Ha ha ha. So stubborn. Fine. I'll let you witness firsthand this final judgment.
Fine.
The festival venue. I've set up an inescapable trap. With just one push, half the townspeople would feel their hearts race during the celebration. By then, with just a bit of guidance, those impure souls will disgrace themselves in public, possibly let this ancient town reborn in panic.
Listen up, everyone outside the town. You've all been
Tricked by Yu Sung-un.
There's no such thing as ghosts or gods. No divine punishment either.
All of this
Is just an illusion created by Yu Sung-un. Like this. The remote in his hand.
is just a
Radio signal.
then witness the final evolution with this well.
Chingha, don't breathe. Chingha.
Nobody move. Police. Liu Qing'an. You're suspected of harming law enforcement and illegal detention, endangering public safety. You're under arrest by law.
You don't understand.
Captain. This is trickery to fabricate paranormal events. He plans to use methods on a large scale. At tomorrow's celebration.
Conduct a full investigation. Collect evidence according to the... Yes.
Folks, take a good look. There's no city god delivering justice here. Shopkeeper Zhao, it's them. They use the scent in this bottle to create illusions. Boss Chen was tortured to death by them. Over old account books, scared him senseless. This eerie well, fake evidence. It's under this stone slab. There's a trap mechanism. It's all man-made. This Liu Qing'an, he's learned some twisted evil trickery. A lunatic trying to wreak havoc on the entire town.
He twisted our belief in old traditions to create this false legend. It's all to harm and control minds. I have evidence at home. I can prove it.
Take him away. Reporter Shun. Ms. Su, thanks for your cooperation and evidence. We still need to do some detailed record taking. Also, about this old man Chen.
I'm guilty too. Years ago, Wu the merchant, I was the one who made the move. Shopkeeper Zhao, old Li, I was involved too. I confess. But I never thought it would lead to what a lunatic.
Go back and cooperate with the investigation, the specifics, and the law will deliver a fair judgment.
It's over.